You think because he's small and animated that you get less Will Smith? Oh no. Hey, in the words of Will Smith himself, hell no. Oh, he says, you know what? Maybe you can't see me, but you damn sure gonna hear me with this because he doubles down.
You know how you can tell when you're the world's greatest spy? Lance Starling.
Lance Sterling.
Everyone knows the name.
Let me tell you a little story. There once was a man named Big Willie. And Big Willie, he used to actually own every summer. He actually used to be king of July 4th.
Is that right?
It was called, they almost named it Big Willie Day. Oh, but Big Willie started up. And he started, and the reason why Big Willie was the king of Independence Day is because of movies like Independence Day. But then Big Willie started making movies like Gemini Man, where he created a lot. It wasn't just Big Willie, it was also Little Willie right there. A CG Little Willie. And he thought the whole land would love, hey, what's better than one Big Willie style? How about one Big Willie style and one Little Willie style? And the land said, nah, that's some bullshit. Like Will Smith said in the movie, you created another person from another person. They created another Will Smith. You remember a time when that would have been incredible. Minds would have been blown. Mm-hmm. And nobody gave it at all. At all. They say this is some of the most incredible CG that you have ever seen. Yep. This is another advancement.
Yep.
Of recreating actors. They said this thing right here is one of the reasons people are starting to feel threatened about actors in their place in movies right now. This is taking another chip out of the A-list Hollywood star.
And yet we discovered that no it didn't.
No, but even then, nobody cared. People looked at that and said, that's cool, but can you make him a pigeon? Not even a regular pigeon, but can you make him a cartoon pigeon? That's cool and everything, making things look real. But I've seen the Fresh Prince. I've seen Will Smith when he was young. I ain't never seen him
as a bird.
I ain't never seen him as a bird. I ain't never seen him fly around and say cool. You don't do that.
Except in Hancock.
Yeah. Hey, man. Anybody can go off and make a little, a little Willie right there. That's cool. But a bird, now that's some shit right there. All this other bullshit now. He plays one of the greatest spies ever. To hell with James Bond. This is the man right here. And he ends up being on the run because, every spy goes through the same story. James Bond did it and a few other spies did it.
Sure.
Hey, they're going well, everybody loves them, and then somebody blames them for the crime. And then they have to be on the run. And now it's my man's turn right here. Except that he's gotten a disguise thanks to Tom Holland's character, who plays a young inventor that works for the agency. He's sort of like a Asperger's Q or something. He just makes weird shit that nobody really has a use for. Hey, the next time you fight the big supervillain in the cave, I got the perfect weapon. Glitter's gonna pop out your chest and make pictures of cats up in the sky, and everybody's gonna go like, oh, like, who the hired this guy? Why is he still working here? But he did one thing that was truly incredible, and that is he was able to actually turn Will Smith's spy character's movie into a pigeon. And yeah, it's inconvenient. It feels a little weird. Kind of creepy in a way. But it'll help him lay low for a very long time. Which is kind of the point at the moment.
That is the point.
That is the point. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this trailer for Spies in Disguise. And we'll be back with our review.
We have different skill sets. That's what makes us such a great team.
Hey, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, man. In the beginning of this, it probably ain't going to do too much for you. This shit is bland as again. Because it's way too typical of a James Bond premise or spoof or whatever, because You start out with everything they do with a James Bond takeoff. They got the suits, the puns, the gadgets. Only thing different is that he's a bird.
Fool-ass bitch, mate.
And you even have to wait a while for that, for him to turn into a bird. And that makes me actually kind of angry, too. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of mad about that. Because how long we been asking for a black James Bond? How long we been asking for Idris Elba right here? And we can't even get a knockoff brand. What we get, what do they give us? They give us a cartoon Will Smith who eventually turns into a flying rat. We can't even get just a knockoff human black James Bond. We get this shit right here. And listen, this was kind of smooth, but he can't even stay human through the whole film.
Sort of the premise.
So I got it, but it doesn't. Hey, it don't make it feel any better when I look at this picture right here. We've been asking for this James Bond right here, and it's funny because even then we take this black James Bond. They made this motherfucker cat. So
yeah, I kind of feel like after seeing him as the gunslinger and this cat.
This pimp cat.
Yeah, Mr. McCavity. It's hard for me to see him as James Bond now. I'm like, man, there's got to be some other black actors.
He f***ed that all up.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a chance anyway, but that pretty much sealed the deal.
Like,
He's just like, yeah.
Not you. It's not your time.
Hell no.
Because he'll show up wearing a tux and that coat over it.
For a little while, you're going to be looking like this homeless pimp cat right here. But... and the other thing is, speaking of Will Smith, if you're not crazy about Will Smith, then you're
in trouble.
You are not gonna like this.
It is maximum Will Smith.
If you don't like Will Smith, they with this they big willied out right here. You think now? Here's the thing. You think because Will Smith is a bird or a cartoon pigeon, you think because he's small and animated that you get less Will Smith? No. Hey, in the words of Will Smith himself, hell no. Oh, he says, you know what? Maybe you can't see me, but you damn sure gonna hear me with this because he doubles down. He doubles down on the big Willisms in this.
Right.
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying at all. It's like, I didn't realize you could fill a book with big Willisms.
Straight up big Willie. There are so many scenes. Let me count a few. He got boy, dude. What's another one? Man, boy, man, dude. He got a new one. Joker. He says that about 3 times in the movie. Joker. Like, damn. All right. Well, you know what? It's kind of stupid, but at least you're trying. You're trying to make something new.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. It wasn't that I was hurt through the beginning of it. It wasn't like completely unbearable. But I was just like, this is just not interesting to me, man. And it's just another. Not only is it another spy spoof, but it's kind of a generic family film, animated family film. And that's cool. You know, I'm not really upset about it. Things got a little more interesting though when they brought in Tom Holland. Mm-hmm. Tom Holland as what was that character?
Walter Becker.
Walter Beckett. Walter Beckett, who comes in as the trailer you see him as an adult, but in the movie he comes in as a kid, and one of those those little cute geniuses.
Yeah.
Who is adorable until you realize like this motherfucker dangerous, because he's always playing with shit and always taking things apart and making bombs out of them. And there's gonna be a certain point where he's gonna blow up the neighborhood and kill everybody. But once they get, that's another thing I kind of got bored with in the beginning. But as an adult, he's actually pretty funny. I actually like that character, man. As an adult, he's goofy, but damn, Tom Holland is just likable.
He is.
Yeah.
He's like a puppy.
He really is. Tom Holland, he's just, even when you don't see him, and even when he's not doing his British accent, still doing that American accent, he's just adorable, man. He's just somebody you just want to like hang out with, and I like that he actually gets to do a little bit more. Like, you know, Spider-Man, that was his movie and whatnot, but with this, he gets to do a little bit more comedy. He gets to actually get to be a little more funny with this. And there are times I thought that it was going to be annoying, but there are moments that he genuinely made me laugh.
I've been working on this thing at home, right? It is gonna change spying forever.
You know, I think I like him because we have so many people come to the studio who act like him. You know, I think that you act like that the first time I met you. Hey, man. You know, Corey?
I don't think so.
Biodynamic concealment. Boom. Mic drop. I mean, you wouldn't need a bulletproof suit. You wouldn't need.
You just want to knock them.
You know, I'm watching this and I'm like, this would be like the first meeting between Chris Herman and Billy.
It would be. Hi, I'm Chris Herman. Who are you? Handsome.
I don't have a conversation, but okay.
Oh! Invisible.
Wow, dude.
There's one.
Yeah.
You see, I thought I was lying. He does so many, they got to put him in the clips.
Although he doesn't say yes, sir. Because he kept doing that through Gemini, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yes, sir.
But he eventually makes a good sidekick, man. I think that's what I like about Tom Holland. Because Tom Holland is just, right now, he just is born to be a sidekick. That's his role.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. That's what he does. Think about everything you've seen him in. Has he ever stood on his own in anything? Don't say Spider-Man, because in Spider-Man, he even in his second movie where Tony Stark was dead. Even with Tony Stark dead, he's still Iron Man's bitch. Look at him. Jacking off the pictures of graffiti Tony Stark.
like their graffiti is saying, I'm watching you, boy.
Yeah.
Don't make me use his hand.
Hey, look, he's right now, Tom Holland is just a sidekick. And that's good. He's good at the sidekick game. And even in this, he does great at that, man. And in this movie, I think him and Will Smith, whether you like his Willie-isms or not, they really make a good team together.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is a crazy concept. And it came from a 6-minute short film that I watched right before coming over here. And you watch that short and you're like, that barely has anything to do with this movie. When they landed, I don't know how they even use that as an inspiration. There's a pigeon in that short, and there's a spy. That's about it.
Yeah, it's called Pigeon Impossible.
Yeah, and that spy is named Walter Beckett in that. But the thing is, as crazy as this premise is, as obnoxious as this looks from the trailer, I found it kind of enjoyable. I mean, even in the beginning where I was like, all right, everything you're saying is true. It's the generic James Bond type thing, except Big Willie style. So it's maximum Will Smith and him being completely overly confident or just to the point of being arrogant and everything's super smooth. But within it, I was like, even though it's all that, animation's really good. And they're coming up with little visual things that I haven't seen people do. And throughout the actual spy mission, there's a genuine sense of menace that a lot of kids' films that have spies don't have. They just make it all seem like it's nothing but fun, and it felt genuinely dangerous. But you're so right about Tom Holland and even Will Smith, because I was like, these two could easily be getting on my nerves, but somehow the two of them working together is just right. And they don't delegate the nerd character to just being somebody in the chair back at the base. He's going along, and you're like, I should be hating this guy, but he's all right.
Yeah, see, and I can already tell Martin was enjoying the movie because, see, I'll start out maybe with a negative, and Martin will not be amused at it. He'll just look at me like, why are you such an asshole?
I wasn't thinking that.
You would think like, man, he doesn't like this. I'm going to have to disagree with this guy. Because, see, I agree with you. I
figured you did.
The reason why I don't like the beginning of it is because when I say don't like, that's heavy. It's not like I wasn't even disliking. I just thought there's not much here.
Right.
But listen, whatever you think about Will Smith or you think about the beginning of this movie or whatever you're coming in with, you got to give it credit for this premise. Because this premise is fucking crazy.
It is
man.
crazy.
And listen to what I'm telling you, because they took two things together that nobody ever thought. No. They said, what if we took James Bond and combined, now hear me out, and we combine it with The Emperor's New Groove.
Hey, Kronk, can you top me off, pal?
He's supposed to be dead.
It's the same thing pretty much, man.
Weird.
It's a little arrogant son of a bitch. In this case, you got this other somebody who's arrogant, full of themselves, who ends up and should take something that should kill them, ends up turning him into an animal, and they're on the run from somebody who wants to kill them.
Yep.
And also trying to clear their name and perhaps learn a little humbleness along the way. It really is. I mean, it sounds crazy, but they're the same movie, man, in a way.
With a little Skyfall throw.
Yeah.
You got your disfigured villain and a list with the identity of all the spies. Like, good Lord. It just seems like there was a 5-year period where anything with espionage had that, there's the disc or the list.
Yeah.
If they get the list, they'll know the identity of everybody. It's like, just publish it to the internet already and be done with it.
This is crazy, man. And it gets even crazier when you start seeing, like, the premise is crazy. Once you start seeing, like, Will Smith as a pigeon actually trying to do spy shit. I mean, it's like I'm telling you, my brain, when watching all that stuff before, my brain was checking out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Brain was done.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I was noticing how they were doing some things better or more interesting, but I was still like, if this is the level we're going to be at, there's no reason for my brain to be at full power here.
Yeah.
And then once they get going, it's like, they're doing a lot more with this than I ever thought they would have.
About 15 minutes in, the brain was checking out. That's why I tell you, just give it a little while. Wait for that bird to come in. Wait for Will Smith to turn to a word pigeon. Because when that happened, when he turned to a bird, that's when my brain actually stopped. It was up.
Walking out the door, putting his coat on.
It was up. And it turned around, looked, and said, okay, this looks stupid. But what else you got?
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, you know what? But I'm curious to see where this goes. And actually, I say stupid because I was like, this could easily.
Oh, it's stupid.
It could easily, but they wear stupid with pride.
Yeah. They commit.
They spit shine that stupid badge and put it on. That motherfucker just glistens in your eyes like shit. Wow, you proud to be stupid, ain't you? Yes, we are. It's Will Smith as a f***ing pigeon. Of course we're proud to be stupid. And it works. It works. When you see him out there trying to do spy stuff as a pigeon, a frustrated pigeon, it's actually pretty funny. You see the little feet right?
And then the determined look on his face.
Yeah, it's funny, man. He's on a mission.
I believe in you.
There's another way. Boy, don't you drop.
Boy. Y'all thought we were playing. If I had a little while, I even have a clip where it says Joker or man, but we ain't got all night. I should have made a montage. A montage. Should have made a mixtape. When I say stupid, man, what I'm really saying is silly. It allows the movie to be silly.
It's very high concept.
Yeah, it is very high concept, man. It's just silliness that's going on, and it's silliness that they are very well aware of, as Martin was saying. So what they've done with the premise is, you see the character right there, the spy character. What they've done is they've taken a sort of an amalgamation of Tom Holland's character and Will Smith. You got this spy or this government agent that's carrying this suitcase around that is full of gadgets until this pigeon. There's no black dude that turns into a pigeon or anything, and it's just an asshole pigeon who wants a donut or a bagel. And the guy keeps him from getting it, so the pigeon just says, all right, f*** you, and turns his weapons against him. And tries to destroy the city, too. It has nothing to do with the...
there's a spy and there's a pigeon. That's the beginning.
And he's trying to stop this pigeon who's got a hold of this suitcase and is going crazy with it. Now, that's already kind of a crazy premise, but this goes further, as we said, and it pushes it. And that's good that they do that, because with what they're doing here, they're actually able to get even sillier with it. And when they get sillier with it and they get a little crazier, that gives them liberty to go in and play not only with the jokes and be kind of free form with that, but they also get to go in and play with the animation style a little bit. Animation's already looking kind of cool, but then they incorporate other things like you see here where they, Tom Holland's character starts to see things like as a video game, but like as an 8-bit video game.
Now or never, Walter. Gotta go. Come on, Walter. You can do this.
I actually laughed out loud at that joke in there, man. I thought that was pretty cool. I appreciate the fact that they're able to go in and embrace the craziness that they have and just run with it. And that's what's really helping this.
Yeah. Yeah, and every time it's focused on the two of them, it goes pretty well. And even Ben Mendelsohn as the villain, he's got a different look about him. He's somewhat different. Almost all those other side characters, though, are just calling them flat is giving them credit.
They didn't do too much with them. Karen Gillian as Eyes.
Oh yeah,
right there.
She barely does anything.
They didn't do anything. Now I will say I was I'm not gonna say impressed, but I thought DJ Khaled did better as Ears.
Okay, now see, he was the one I was mainly going to talk about.
Really?
Because him coming on his ears and just like saying things, things are happening. He's going like, man, that was dope. It was kind of funny at first, but then the way he kept doing it, where he just comes in and says something like that, I was like, it was funny the first 3 times. Now you got nothing with him, and I'm actually starting to get sick of him.
Fortunately, he was just in the movie, in very small bits.
Yes.
He just, at least he didn't come in and say like another one. And so, one of his famous catchphrases.
You sure he didn't?
He didn't. No, he didn't. And there was one part like, oh man, my kicks.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, but he didn't get on my nerves, man.
It was a gag that was funny 2.5 times, and they did about 7.
And as long as they kept it like fleeting and it passed by real fast, I didn't care. It didn't bother me. Like I said, they could have ran that in the ground. It's funny because he just had more to do with somebody like like Karen Gillian, who's
she had nothing. I forgot she was in it.
Nothing. Yeah. Like I said, they couldn't even give them like real names.
Right.
Ears.
Eyes.
I'm surprised they didn't have a dude named Nose who was just sniffing people's farts. He was here. Human hound dog. But and then there's some people who they don't have a whole lot to do, but at least their voices are very distinct. Reba McEntire, man.
Yeah.
Her country ass came on. You knew exactly who that was.
She didn't have a lisp, so I knew it wasn't Holly Hunter.
Welcome home, Big Willie. She didn't try to hide that at all. Yeah, at first I thought it might have been Holly Hunter, but yeah, it was like, like I said, if you listen to that immediately, it's like that's Reba McEntire, man. Bill Mendelsohn, who they don't give any clips of his character, but Bill Mendelsohn. Now you see the face right here. You're like, oh, it's that guy who plays villains and assholes all the time. Yeah, except for recently where he plays, starting to play some good people. Plays the spoiler right here, the good Skrull.
Yeah.
In what's the name?
Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Look at that. He's so nice. He even gives autographs to people and shit. Look at that. But he says, you know what? Hey, give me a villain. I'll
villain the fuck.
Villain the fuck out that motherfucker, man. He in this, and I gotta tell you, man, the villain is what really kind of made this legit as a spy story.
Yeah,
because he's straight out of a Bond film.
He really is, and he ain't messing around. There's nothing cute about him.
He murders somebody in the movie. This is a kid's movie.
Yep.
He kills somebody. In case you think somebody in a movie, a certain person lives, he's dead.
And that's like I was saying, I hate when they do kid spy movies because they always, everything is always very nerfed.
Sure.
And nobody actually gets killed.
And it wasn't even like a dude.
Not here.
No, this was a straight up victim. It wasn't even like a dude that was bad that, hey, he deserved to die. That was a dude like, you kidnapped me and said I could go if I helped you. Like, yeah, you. But this is a kid's film.
There's no G.I. Joe moment where a parachute pops out.
No.
Or he lands on something soft.
Ben Mendelsohn was such a villain in this movie. I don't even think they told him he was fighting a pigeon.
Or that was going to be animated.
I think they told him, I think he thought he was going to be in the next James Bond movie. He was just going to be a CG character in there or something. Or a robot or something. He plays it straight as a Bond character. And his story arc is something out of a Bond movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he played that like that character doesn't play it for laughs at all.
Not even a little bit.
When he killed that dude, I was like, I got scared.
Right.
I was like, the little kids. My real complaint in this is that, again, being as weird as it is, and I'm not really holding it against it. This is what they do. This is not Pixar, so I'm not expecting that. But they try to be too hip. They always do. Will Smith in there, he's really playing it up.
Sometimes, often you can pick out the voice.
Yeah.
But the character still looks very different. Sure. And sometimes with their voice, they're trying to be something other than who they are.
Yeah.
Here, this is an animated Will Smith, where Will Smith is just being Will Smith.
Yeah, that's it. If you let Will Smith improvise, you're going to get a boy and a dude. I mean, Aladdin. He was singing the Prince Ali song. He threw a boy in there. You know, it's like that's what you're gonna get unless you tell him not. You have to specifically say, do not say these Willie-isms in this movie.
Yeah, I need you to read the script exactly as it is.
Yeah,
do that.
I mean, I don't mind it too much because, like I said, it's just fun to watch them. I think that the animation in this is actually really the design. The animation is good, but the character designs in this are really cool. You know, I mean, they're not too far away from what you see from these kind of family animated films, but they're more stylized, especially Will Smith's character. I mean, that's one thing with Blue Sky movies. If you don't like the movies, they do go out of their way to really stylize their characters. This is coming out at the perfect time, and because of that, I'm probably even enjoying it a little bit more. Perfect holiday film. I mean, it's not holiday themed.
No.
It's not a Christmas movie. It's not even nice. You know, but it's no,
definitely not that.
ain't no themes in there. You know, there's only one theme maybe about forgiveness in there. But other than that, this is a little edgy affair for the holidays. But what I mean by it's a perfect holiday movie is that you can, this is something that I think you can take the kids to, and the adults are going to find some stuff to laugh at too. Mm-hmm. You know, this is perfect. This is the perfect go to the theater when there's nothing else to do type of film. I'd give it a matinee.
I'm right there with you. A lot of it is based on, hey, this looks like it was going to be terrible, and it surprised me. And every so often we get those. What this means is that when they make a sequel, or if they make a sequel, it will be terrible. Because every time a movie comes out that's surprisingly good, the sequel gets rushed, and it's like, oh, this is a movie I thought I was going to get the first time.
Right. Yep.
But for right now, dealing with this, yes, it's not great, but it is enjoyable.
Should I even take this over James Bond movies, man?
Right?
James Bond, James Bond ain't doing nothing different.
Exactly. Except thinking that he is.